My child, stop for a moment. Yes, you. Don't scroll past this. Don't let this be another voice you ignore. I am speaking to you right now, and I need your attention. There is something heavy on my heart, something I have been waiting patiently to say to you. I'm sorry, but you have no time for me. I say this not in anger, but in love. A quiet, aching love that has been watching you rush from one thing to another. I see your days filled with noise, your mind occupied with endless thoughts, your hands busy with tasks that never seem to end. From morning to night, you move, you plan, you worry, you build, but where am I in all of it? You wake up, and I am there. You go through your day, and I walk beside you. You lie down at night, and I remain close. Yet so often, you do not speak to me. You do not sit with me. You do not invite me into your moments. And still, I stay. My child, I have watched you give your time to so many things. To your phone, to your work, to your worries, to people who don't even value your heart the way I do. Hours pass, days pass, and I am left waiting for even a few seconds of your attention. Not because I need it, but because you do. And that is what breaks my heart. Not distance, but silence. Not your busyness, but your absence. Listen carefully, this message is not sluchadikaki. You didn't come across this by accident. I have brought you here because I refuse to let you drift any further without hearing my voice. I will not compete with the noise in your life, but I will call you out of it. So stay with me right now. Don't rush away. And if you can feel my voice reaching you in this moment, if something inside your heart is stirring, then respond. Like this message, not for the sake of a button, but as a sign that you hear me. Comment as a way of opening your heart. Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice before they forget me completely. And subscribe, so you don't miss the moments when I speak to you again. Let this not be the last time you stop for me. Because I am still here, my child. I have always been here. Waiting not for your perfection, not for your achievements, not for your success, but simply for your time. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I see the weight you carry every single day. I see the pressure that sits quietly on your shoulders, the expectations you try to meet, the responsibilities that never seem to end. You wake up already thinking about what needs to be done, and before the day even begins, your mind is full. You try your best to keep everything together, to not fall behind, to not disappoint anyone. And I see how tired you are. You may smile in front of others. You may act strong, but I know the moments when you feel overwhelmed. I see the silent sighs, the deep breaths you take when no one is watching. I hear the thoughts you don't say out loud. I know the fears you try to ignore and the worries that follow you even into your rest. My child, I am not blind to your struggles. I understand why your time feels so limited. I understand why your mind feels crowded. Life has pulled you in so many directions that you hardly recognize the stillness anymore. You have been trying to survive, trying to keep up, trying to hold everything together with your own strength. And in the middle of all this, you didn't even realize when you started drifting away from me. It didn't happen all at once. It was slow, subtle, almost unnoticeable. A missed prayer here, a postponed moment with me there, a day where you said, "I'll come back later," and then another day and another, until what used to be natural between us became rare. But listen to me carefully. This is not something I say to shame you. I am not here to condemn you for being tired. I am not here to accuse you for being overwhelmed. I know your heart, and I know that deep inside, you still long for me. Even now, as you listen, There is something within you that recognizes my voice, something that feels both comforted and convicted at the same time. A feeling that is me reaching you. You have not forgotten me completely, my child. If you had, this moment would not exist. You would not be here, listening, feeling this pull inside your spirit. That quiet longing you feel, that is where I still live within you. And I want you to understand something important. You are not too far gone. You are not too busy for me in a way that cannot be changed. You are not beyond restoration. Even in your busiest days, even in your most distracted moments, I have remained close. I have never taken a step away from you. While you were trying to manage everything on your own, I was still beside you, waiting, watching, loving you without interruption. So do not think for a moment that you have lost me. No, my child, I have been right here all along, patiently waiting for you to notice me again. My child, listen closely, because I am about to show you a truth that may be hard to hear, but it will set your heart free. You keep telling yourself that you don't have time for me. You say your days are too full, your schedule too tight, your mind too occupied. You believe that life has simply become too demanding, and that one day, when things slowed down, you will return to me the way you used to. But my child, time was never the problem. The truth is, you have time for what you value most. You find time to check your phone. You find time to think about your worries. You find time to give your energy to people, to tasks, to distractions that do not truly satisfy your soul. And I am not saying this to accuse you. I am saying this to awaken you. Because somewhere along the way, your focus shifted. Not in a dramatic moment, not in a single decision, but in small choices, repeated daily. You did wake up one morning and decide to distance yourself from me. No, it happened quietly, gradually, one moment at a time. You chose urgency over presence, noise over stillness, distraction over connection. And slowly, without even realizing it, you began to replace me. But hear me clearly. I have never asked you for hours you do not have. I have never demanded perfection or long rituals. All I have ever desired is your heart, your attention, your willingness to pause and be with me, even for a moment. A single sincere moment with me is more powerful than hours of empty routine. Yet you convinced yourself that if you couldn't give me enough, you would give me nothing at all. That is the lie I am breaking right now. You do not need more time. You need a realignment of your heart. Because I have been there in the quiet spaces you ignored. I have been there in the pauses you filled with noise. I have been there, waiting in the very moments you thought were too small to matter. And even now I am still here. This is your awakening, my child. Not to guilt, but to truth. Not to shame, but to clarity. You are not distant because I left. You are distant because your attention was pulled away. But what can be shifted and be restored? And right now, as you hear my voice, something is already changing inside you. You feel it. That pull, that awareness, that quiet conviction. That is me calling you back, not with anger but with love. My child, as this truth settles into your heart, do not let it pass you by. What you are feeling right now is a seed I am planting within you, a seed meant to grow, to reach others, to awaken souls who are still lost in distraction. I am using this message to call not only you, but many who are waiting to hear my voice. I say to you, as it is written in Luke 6:38, give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. This is not just a verse, it is my living promise to you. And now I speak this directly into your spirit. I have chosen you to help carry my word further. If this message is touching your heart, then act. Do not hesitate. Sow into this moment. Through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link placed in the description and shown as a QR code in this video, release what I have placed in your hands. Let your giving become a river that carries my voice to those who have no one else to remind them of me. Say within yourself, Lord, I respond to your call. I will not hold back. This is not a transaction. It is a divine movement. What you release here will return to you in ways you cannot yet see. I will multiply your seed. I will honor your obedience. I will open doors that no man can shut. Do not wait. Do not delay. Step into this moment and give as I lead you. Because through your obedience someone else will hear me. My child, I speak to you now not only with love, but with truth that corrects and restores. You have been trying to live without fully leaning on me, not because you rejected me, but because you slowly began to believe you could manage everything on your own. You carried burdens I never asked you to carry alone. You made decisions without seeking my voice. You walked through days relying on your own understanding, hoping it would be enough. But my child, you were never created to live that way. When you move without me, even the things that once felt clear begin to feel confusing. When you rely only on your own strength, even simple tasks become exhausting. You start to feel drained, not because life is too heavy, but because you are carrying it without the one who gives you strength. I am not saying this to make you feel guilty. I am saying this because I love you too much to let you continue in a way that slowly empties your soul. Look at your life honestly, my child. There are moments where you felt lost, unsure, restless. There are times when peace seemed far away, even when everything around you looked fine. That is what happens when you distance yourself from me, not as a punishment, but as a natural result of disconnection. Because I am your source of peace. I am your clarity. I am your strength. Without me you may keep moving, but you will not feel whole. And I do not want you to live a life that only looks complete on the outside while feeling empty within. So I correct you now, gently but firmly, return to me. Stop placing everything else above the relationship that sustains you. Stop treating me as something you will come back to later. Later is not promised. Later is where many hearts drift too far and forget the way back. But I am calling you now while you can still hear me clearly. Do not misunderstand my correction. I am not pushing you away, I am pulling you closer. Every word I speak is meant to guide you back into alignment, back into peace, back into the life you were meant to live with me at the center. You do not need to have everything figured out before you come back. You do not need to fix yourself before you turn toward me. All I am asking is that you stop walking alone when you were never meant to. Let me into your decisions again. Let me into your thoughts. Let me into your daily moments, not just when you are desperate, but because you desire me. Because, my child, a life with me is not a burden, it is your greatest relief. And the moment you truly begin to place me back where I belong in your life, you will notice something shift. The confusion will begin to clear. The heaviness will begin to lift. The emptiness will begin to fade. Not because your circumstances instantly change, but because you are no longer facing them without me. Come back into alignment, my child, not out of fear but out of love. Because I am still here, ready to walk with you the way you were always meant to walk with me. My child, take a deep breath and rest in my words for a moment. You have heard my voice correcting you, guiding you, calling you back, but now I want you to feel my embrace. Not as a distant voice, but as a father who draws you close, who understands your weakness and still chooses to love you without hesitation. It is not too late for you. I need you to hear that clearly. You have not gone too far. You have not missed your chance. You have not ruined anything beyond repair. Even if you feel like you have wasted time, even if you feel like you have drifted longer than you should have, I am not counting your failures. I am inviting your return. I do not measure your worth by how consistent you have been. I do not define you by the moments you forgot me. I look at your heart and I see that you are still mine. And that is enough for me to come close again. My child, I know you feel weak sometimes. I know there are days when your motivation fades, when your energy runs low, when even the thought of trying again feels overwhelming. But listen to me. You do not need to rely on your own strength to come back to me. I will strengthen you. I will meet you in your weakness, not after you fix it. You don't have to climb your way back to me. I will walk toward you the moment you turn your heart in my direction. Even the smallest step you take toward me, I see it, I honor it, and I respond to it. Do you understand what I am saying to you? You are not alone in this process. I am not standing at a distance, waiting for you to prove yourself. I am right here, ready to help you rebuild what feels broken, ready to restore what feels lost, ready to fill the empty spaces within you with my presence again. And when you feel like you cannot keep going, I will carry you. When your thoughts become heavy, I will bring you peace. When your heart feels tired, I will give you rest. This is who I am, my child. Not a God who turns away when you fall, but a Father who lifts you when you are weak. So do not let discouragement stop you from returning. Do not let shame whisper that you are unworthy of my presence. That voice is not from me. My voice calls you closer. My love covers you. My grace is already reaching for you. Even now, as you listen, I am strengthening something inside of you. A desire to reconnect. A courage to try again. A quiet hope that maybe, just maybe, things can be different this time. And they can. Because this time, you are not doing it alone. This time, you are coming back to me, and I will not let you walk this path without my strength holding you up. So lift your heart, my child. You are still loved. You are still chosen. And I am still right here beside you, ready to walk with you again. My child, now that your heart is beginning to turn back toward me, I want you to stand firmly on my promises. Not on your feelings, not on your past, not on your doubts, on my promises. Because what I speak over you is not temporary, it is eternal. I have never called you back to me without preparing something greater for you. Every time you return, every time you seek me again, I respond. Not with silence, not with distance, but with presence, with restoration, with life. Hear me clearly. When you seek me, you will find me. This is not a possibility. This is not a hope. This is a certainty. I do not hide myself from a heart that truly desires me. Even if you come to me with weakness, even if your words feel small or unsure, I receive you fully. I meet you in that moment, and I begin to work within you in ways you cannot yet see. I will restore what feels lost in your life. The peace you have been missing, I will give it back to you. The clarity you have been searching for, I will reveal it to you. The strength you thought you no longer had, I will renew it within you. But my child, understand this: my promises unfold in my timing. Do not rush the process. You have lived in a world that demands instant results, instant answers, instant change. But with me, there is something deeper happening. I am not just fixing your circumstances, I am transforming your heart. And transformation takes trust. There will be moments when you do not immediately see the change you expect. There will be days when you wonder if anything is happening at all. But even in those moments, I am working quietly, steadily, faithfully. Do not lose faith in what you cannot yet see, because I see the full picture. I see where I am leading you. I see the peace that is coming, the stability that is forming, the purpose that is unfolding. And I promise you this, you will not regret choosing me again. Every moment you spend with me will begin to reshape your life. Not always in loud, dramatic ways, but in quiet, powerful shifts. Your thoughts will begin to change. Your heart will begin to soften. Your decisions will begin to align with peace instead of pressure. And one day, you will look back and realize you are no longer the same person you were when you felt distant from me. That is my promise to you. I am not leading you back to emptiness. I am leading you into fullness. I am not calling you into obligation. I am calling you into relationship. So trust me, my child. Trust me when it feels easy, and trust me when it feels difficult. Trust me when you feel close, and trust me when you feel unsure. Because I do not change. My love remains. My presence stays. My promises stand. And as you continue to turn your heart toward me, step by step, moment by moment, you will begin to experience the life you were always meant to live, with me at the center of it all. My child, now is your moment. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence stirring within you. This is not just another message to listen to and move on from. This is a turning point, a sacred invitation, a moment where you choose what comes next. Do not let this pass you by. Right now, in this very moment, I am calling you to respond. Not later. Not when it feels more convenient. Not when your life becomes less busy. I am calling you now exactly as you are. Pause with me. Yes, right here. Right now. Slow down your thoughts. Set aside the noise. Let everything else wait for a moment, because this moment matters more than you realize. Speak to me. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need the right words. Just be real with me. Tell me what you've been feeling. Tell me where you've been. Tell me what has been pulling you away. I am not looking for performance. I am listening for your heart. Say quietly if you need to, God, I'm here. I want to come back. Even that is enough to begin. My child, this is how restoration starts, not with grand actions, but with a willing heart, with a simple decision to turn toward me again. And when you take that step, I meet you immediately. So give me your time again. Not just today, not just in this moment, but daily. Even if it's small, even if it's just a few minutes where you choose me over distraction, those moments will grow. They will deepen. They will transform you from the inside out. Choose to invite me into your day. When you wake up, acknowledge me. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and speak to me. When you are unsure, ask me to guide you. Let me become part of your daily rhythm again, not as an obligation, but as a relationship you value. And listen, remove what keeps pulling you away. You already know what distracts you the most. You already know the habits that consume your attention and leave no space for me. I am not asking you to change everything at once, but I am asking you to be intentional. Make room for me. Because whatever you make room for will grow in your life. If you continue to give all your time to distractions, they will continue to control your focus. But if you begin to give me your time, even in small portions, you will begin to feel my presence more clearly than ever before. This is your choice, my child. I will not force you. I will not push you. But I am inviting you deeply, sincerely, lovingly. Come back to me. Not halfway, not occasionally, but with a heart that truly desires to reconnect. And as you respond right now, as you open your heart in this moment, something begins to shift. Not just around you, but within you. Because every time you choose me, you are choosing life. You are choosing peace. You are choosing the relationship that will never fail you. So do not wait any longer. Come to me now, my child, and let this moment be the beginning of something new between us. My child, now rest in this moment with me. Let everything you have just heard settle gently into your heart. Do not rush away from this feeling. Do not let the noise of life immediately take over again. Stay here, just a little longer, in my presence. I have called you. I have reminded you. I have corrected you, strengthened you, and invited you back into something deeper with me. And now I give you peace. Not the kind of peace the world offers, which fades when circumstances change, but my peace. A quiet assurance within your soul that you are not alone, that you are seen, that you are loved more than you can fully understand. You may still have responsibilities waiting for you. Your life will continue. Your tasks will still be there. But something inside you has shifted. You are no longer walking through it all without me. I am with you now, and I will remain with you. Remember this, my child. You don't need to be perfect to stay close to me. You only need to stay willing. Willing to pause. Willing to listen. Willing to return, again and again, whenever you feel yourself drifting. And I will always receive you. There is no distance you can create that my love cannot reach. There is no silence that makes me forget you. Even when you feel far, I am near. To walk forward from this moment with a new awareness. Carry me with you into your day. Speak to me in the small moments. Invite me into your thoughts. And watch how your life begins to change. Not all at once, but steadily, gently, beautifully. This is not the end of something, this is the beginning. A renewed connection. A restored relationship. A deeper walk with me. And my child, as you hold on to this peace, I am also calling you to become a light for others. There are many who are still lost in distraction, still too busy, still unaware that I am waiting for them too. Through this message, I am reaching them, and I desire to use you as part of that work. I tell you, as it is written in 2 Corinthians 9:6, whoever sows generously will also reap generously. This is my living word, spoken over you even now. And I say to your heart, this is your moment to sow. If this message has brought you back to me, then let your response become a seed that reaches others. Through super thanks, or through the PayPal link in the description and the QR code placed within this video, release what I have placed in your hands. Say it boldly within yourself, Lord, I will be a vessel. I will help carry your voice further. Do not treat this as something small. This is not just giving. This is obedience. This is partnership with me. As you sow, you are lighting paths for others to find me again. You are opening doors for my word to travel where it is needed most. And I will bless your giving. I will multiply what you release. I will pour back into your life in ways that overflow beyond what you expect. So act now, my child. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Sow into my work and be part of what I am doing in this very moment. Now go forward in peace. I am with you. I love you. And I am waiting for you always.